Ladies and gentlemen, I am Montoya. I am Blockchain Montoya. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin. And when we talk about Bitcoin and money, I got to put on my chain, right? Here we are. Let's do this. All right, back in December, I think it was December 18th, I made a video about Bitcoin. Didn't get many views, maybe 600 views. That's okay. First of all, before I flip this over to look at the other page here, if you are long Bitcoin, let me just throw this in quickly. Take profits as it goes up. Nobody ever went broke taking a profit. I'll repeat that. Nobody ever went broke taking a profit. What has happened? Well, the inevitable has happened. What did I say in December? I said cracks will start to appear. The guy who actually makes tethers, it's a guy sitting in his computer, can punch the numbers in. He can go and make 500 million tethers right now and go buy 500 million's worth of Bitcoin. And one possible crack is Tether. I said Tether might be a problem. Keep an eye on that. It only took 2 months for the media to catch on to the story. Here's a story from Quartz. And they're saying Bitcoin might fall below 5,000 if this report on a mysterious crypto token is right. And that report is about, wait for it, Tether. All right, so what are they saying? Well, there was an anonymous report. Tether might not be what they say. There might be a scam. They might not be backed by real money. Exactly what I said 2 months ago. And basically the report is saying, they wrote this back in January 24th was when this anonymous report came out from a site called Tether Report. And they said Bitcoin could see, at worst, an 80% reduction in price because of what happened there. Now, I don't believe that is exactly the reason why the sell-off happened, and this is what happened exactly. Blop, 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 blop. What did I say about the downdraft? People will keep on saying, buying the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. It doesn't work. Buying the dip works great in bull markets. Buying the dip does not work in bear markets. We learned this during the crash of 2000. So everyone's screaming about buying a chair and buying a chair and buying a chair. They will be proven wrong. So when is the right time to buy it, Montoya, you ask me? Well, if we look at the NASDAQ, the tech bubble crash of 2000, you have to wait for the air to come out the balloon. Do I have a sound effect of air leaving a balloon? If I do, play it now. If I don't, just imagine the sound of air coming out of a balloon. You have to get, well, no, you have to. If you are looking to get into the space, and same with, let me pull up a chart of the NASDAQ. If you were looking to get back into stocks after the crash of 2000, you wanted to wait for the time when the euphoria, when the air came out the balloon, and that did not happen fast at all. In fact, the crash began in March 2000, and it wasn't until, I think, October of 2002, is it? Right over here. Yes? You had to wait until October of 2002 to get your opportunity. Because back here, all right, we saw the same thing. Buy and hold. It's only going to go up. Buy, buy, buy. And every single top was a failed top. Every single rally failed. It kept on dropping for 2 years. What changed in 2002 in October? Besides, there was a great Halloween party I went to that year. What changed was that the euphoria was out. Everyone was bearish. At this point in 2002, nobody wanted to touch anything in the stock market. Tech stocks, I don't want to hear about it. Internet, I don't want to hear anything about internet. That is when it turned around. Now, keep in mind, no two bubbles are ever the same. And I cannot tell you with full confidence this is exactly what's going to happen this time around. But I can tell you that it's going to be worse. The thing was, Amazon.com, Amazon, the poster child of the tech bubble, they had cash flows. They had revenues. Sure, they weren't making profit, but they were selling things that were making money. 99% of the cryptocurrencies out there are absolute garbage. There's nothing there. Some guy put a white paper together. He made a fancy logo, the gold coin with some, the circuitry in it. And he put a pie chart about all the funding and how he's going to use it. Garbage. 99%, 99.9% of the altcoins are absolute garbage. Their value is zero. So, when is the best time to get back in? Well, I don't think the euphoria is out yet. No two bubbles are the same. There's always a possibility that 5,000, that 6,000 was the bottom, and it goes up to new highs from here. There's no way to tell, because if we knew exactly, then I'd be going all in, but we don't know. But what I can tell you, and perhaps what we can do, is look at what I call the eBay indicator. And what is the eBay indicator? Well, I made it up yesterday in trying to find ways to gauge the euphoria levels. And what I'm thinking is, when miners with an E, yes, when miners start selling their GPUs from their mining rigs because they've given up, they're throwing in the towel, that is an indication to me that the euphoria is coming to an end and a possible time to revisit the sector. So how is that looking right now? Well, I'm taking the GTX, the 1070 as an example. Might not be the best one, but here we are, pre-owned for $550. All right, first of all, pre-owned, you know what that means? He's been running the hell out of that card, maybe overclocked even. Be very, very careful when buying the second hand. So $550, not a good price. $655, no. $550 again, no. That must be a scam. $819, absolutely not. Right, so we're not seeing cheap prices. We're no. Hang on, here we go. $360, not bad. I predict we will be seeing these 1070s selling between $200 and $300. If and when we see that, that is the time to revisit. Because you know the miners have thrown in the towel. They don't want to be involved anymore. The euphoria is out. Let the euphoria, let the air come out the balloon. I hope I have the sound effect. And when it does, then it's time to revisit. But keep in mind that bubbles don't pop in 4 weeks. It takes more than 4 weeks. It took the NASDAQ 2 years to deflate. And again, that's because also these companies had revenues. Maybe it took longer, but no two bubbles are the same. So let me know this. Answer this to me, guys. You guys who mine, what is your rate of return on the cards you have now if Bitcoin is at 6,000? If Bitcoin goes to 4,000, what is your rate of return there? When will you consider throwing in the towel? At what price point? I'm interested in knowing. Let me know what you're mining. Let me know what your max pain level is. Post below. Thank you very much, guys. Give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one.